Oh, hello there. Early birds, but mostly because I'm so late. Jason snapping. Hope you're both doing amazingly today. I don't even know if you can hear me. Yep, you can hear me. That's how early it is. I didn't even know if you could hear me. Don, sorry I'm always late. Good thing I'm not late, right, Don? I got a couple fun things lined up for you guys today. You guys have inspired me from yesterday. You guys have inspired me from yesterday. What can I say? I'm inspired. What do I need, Don? You tell me. I can tell you a lot of things I need. I did a lot of research and a lot of cool things last night. Maddie, what the? Don. Okay, new rule. New rule. Don, I'll put on the hat, but there's a new rule. Actually, first of all, and I'm limited on hats because I had to start packing. I will put on hats, but I won't put on hats for like the first half an hour because I just put hairspray in my hair. If I put in the hat now, I'll have shitty hair for the rest of today. Don, don't do this to me. Don't do it to me. I'll put it on in half an hour. You're killing me, man. I'm not going to shave my head. I'm not going to do it. Well, I mean, okay. For the right amount, you know, I do just about anything. But how, Maddie, and everybody, how's everybody's day going by so far? How's everybody's day going by so far? Murdoch, what's up? I've got a couple cool things planned for you guys today. I'm very, very proud to say I've got a couple cool things planned for you guys today. And my plans, they're boring. But I thought of some stuff that's really, really cool. One is a, Pokeball? No, it's not a Pokeball. Tatsugiri. This is a really nice card, I will say. Sounds like fun. I didn't even say what it was yet. Murdoch, welcome in. Guys, I got a couple things planned that's kind of fun today. Inspired by yesterday. Anybody that missed yesterday, and actually, funny enough, anybody that missed the tail end of stream yesterday, you missed it forever because YouTube informed me that there was copyright. Ooh, 2 hits back to back. Let's go. That one of the songs that was playing when I was telling my Enrique story got picked up on YouTube. So I had to cut out a segment, and since I was going to cut out a segment, I cut out the whole end segment of the video. So technically speaking, yesterday was a one-off live experience. Now, not one-off like we won't ever do it again, but whoever got the sneak peek of it yesterday was exclusive to the club. I passed my cardiovascular test. Snapping, why don't you tell us a little bit about your cardiovascular test? Oh, literally, okay, that's so hilarious. You're talking about school right now. And I was like, oh, you had to do a cardio test? What did you have to do? How fast did you have to run? How far did you have to go? What kind of devices did they use to measure you? Literally everything that went through my mind. And I'm like, oh, wait. She was at a computer. Straight up. Congrats, so snapping. That's a big deal. Zaire. What are you going to do if I pull the gold ball? Well, technically I need 2 of them. I don't know. I'm going to get really excited. I don't know. If you guys want, I can hype do something. I could hype do something for sure. No, Zaire, it's all good. I was late. I was literally just telling that yesterday, me being live at the end with my storytelling and everything, that if anybody missed it, YouTube copyrighted a song I played, so I deleted the whole end segment, so there's no VOD of it. I guess technically there's a VOD on Twitch. So it's not like forever gone, but it's, you know, it's less easy to find. But what I was saying is that's motivated me for 2 different things today. What you guys taught me yesterday, we've had a lot of soul searching yesterday, and usually when I go on vacation, I do a lot of like thinking about my life, things I want to change, things I can do better, more specifically. And I started my thought process yesterday of what can Donnie do better to, you know, for my social media business. What can I do better? And so we're coming up with some ideas. One thing I learned yesterday was that you guys had a lot of fun with the tell-all conversation, just chatting. I need more. Got 1,300 points. I don't even have 1,300 points. You guys had a lot of fun with the tell-all, and that's very motivating to me because I love talking. You guys know that. Obviously, I love talking. I talk a lot. So what I've done for today is I have collected a story I'd like to tell you guys. And the story comes with more cool things to go with it, conceptually. But on top of that, another thing that I have is I have a quote of the day, which might sound really tacky, but I've been meaning to rewatch a movie that my wife said she would never watch with me because it's too sad for her. So last night I took it upon myself to watch it. After I got my 11,000 steps in, I did 1,000 over. I was walking until 10:45 last night. But I got the steps in. That's all that matters. But we have a quote of the day. And I thought this would be a good place to start. Why don't we just get an auto battler going? And we can just chat. Because I would love to talk about this quote and see if anybody has any stories revolving around it. Because I think it's really interesting. How much do we trust? Oh, you know what? I feel like this deck could potentially do it. So I hope you guys are okay with that. I've come up with a quote. It's a concept quote. Because I think that it's a good way to live life. And I think that everybody here could take something away from it, so to speak. Us talking about maybe some times in your life that this has affected you. Maybe times in your life that you wish it had affected you. Maybe things that like in the future you're going to use it to help you. You guys got really quiet as I started talking more. I don't know if you guys are more engaged or less engaged. But the quote of the day. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. And I promise you, something great will come of it. I'll say it one more time. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. And I promise you, something great will come of it. Does anybody know where the quote's from? I told you it's from a movie. Does anybody know what movie it's from? No. Zaire, I would love to hear I bet you it is familiar. I bet you as soon as I tell you, you'll be like, I've seen that movie. Maddie, and you're a movie connoisseur. I bet you've seen this movie. Can you repeat the quote? I repeated it twice. Yes. Snapping, of course I can. Because this is such a beautiful quote. And I think it's such a good thing to try to live by. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, and I promise you, something great will come of it. It's pretty powerful. Zyra, I would love if you would like to share it. Zyra, I would love to hear to you where your 20 seconds of courage came to you with the car. We bought a zoo. Yes, ding, 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 ding. That is what it's from. Does anybody here have a story that they'd love to share in regards to maybe 20 seconds of courage? And maybe, I mean, it could be one of both ways, right? It could be like a time that you did like your 20 seconds of courage, but it also could be a time when you did wish, like you perpetually look back and you're like, if I had done that 20 seconds of courage, what could have changed? I've got one very specific story, and I've kind of half told it to you guys, but maybe I'm not sure how in depth I've told you guys, and maybe the full story is probably better saved for maybe for even an offline story too. But I can tell you this part of the story. When I first met my wife, I thought, I still to this day think, but I thought, oh my gosh, she's so... Oh, you know what? Let's do Zyra first real quick before I go. I was just looking online again at the time, just for general ideas for RAV4s, and saw it. And said, I'm just going to look at it in person. I saw someone else looking at it, and I realized I didn't want them to have it. It is always 20 seconds that make or break my decisions to write a poem. Really? Jason, that's a really interesting way to look at it. Sorry, I'm guessing you're about to write more. That's really interesting. Like, if the full idea doesn't come to you in 20 seconds, then you know it's not the one. Then you know it's not the one. That's interesting. So I walked in and said, I'm buying a car and drive around in the parking lot. Got out and sealed the deal. Zyra, that's awesome. That is actual awesome. Your like ability to like just recognize that it was like, you know what, this is the one. And honestly, I know that there's been some turmoil in regards to like some family stuff in regards to buying this car. But I think all in all, from what we've been able to pick up is that you've been really quite happy with what you did with buying it. Guy was very concerned because I didn't want to take it out of the lot driving it. Your dad didn't care. I know, but well, okay, I didn't know that your dad didn't care, but you had like an internal dialogue of dilemma, we'll call it. That's what we'll call it. And all I'm saying is I just, you know, it's you took that leap of faith, and obviously even in the sense that like your dad didn't care. Like your dad was pretty much like, yeah, like you're an adult. You can make this decision for yourself, and if you've calculated the risks, like you've probably made the right decision, you know? In a sense, your dad, Nolan, what's up? In a sense, your dad is probably like a proud moment, right? Probably a proud moment where he's thinking like, yeah, like I've helped sculpt you into the young adult that you are, and you're making these decisions and doing a great job. Finish your love story. I will finish my loves. Snapping, there's definitely one. Snapping, since we've met, I'm not going to share, but I know that you've had some 20-second acts of courage that I promise you with hard work will change your life. Facts. Honestly, I've been letting the ADHD take over, and it's actually making me happier. Hey, you know what, Sire? I think part of it's learning, right? Learning when to listen and when not to listen. I'm at Lacey and Tate's house chilling on Roblox. Of course you are, Nolan. Obviously, snapping, some of those are for you. They're your battles. They're your stories. But I'm just saying, you know, you're stronger than you think. Unlike that Magnemite that just died. All right. So I'm going to go to my story. The very first one that comes to mind for me. So when I first saw my wife, I was jaw dropped. I thought she was gorgeous. And I literally was like, I need to get to know her. It wasn't even a want. It was like, I need to get to know her. And I did take a point to get to know her. I was not in the best state in my life when I first met her. I was not put together. I was broken. I was very broken. But I knew that in my life I was not willing to pass this by and look back and say, what if? I knew that was not going to be me. So, take an account. We'd been working together for a little while. Maybe a month. Maybe once a week for a month. The odd time twice a week. And one night, and this is tacky, but I mean, I was also her supervisor at work. So things get a little bit more muffled when you're somebody's boss. But one night, I messaged her on Facebook, which I know that is stupid, but like, here's where my courage came in. I was like, I'm not going to let my time pass me by. We were chatting on a shift a couple of days ago, and I know because I was subtle and I asked that. I knew she had nothing planned tonight. And I just literally messaged her out of the blue. So I used to work the closing shift until 10 o'clock, and then I had to clean the swimming pool until 2 a.m. And I just messaged her and I said, do you want to do something crazy tonight? I messaged it to her at like 9:30, right before we were done closing the swimming pool. And she literally messaged, and I was so nervous. And like I said, I was a wreck. I was in no state to actually do this. And she's just like, random. What do you have in mind? And I was just like, oh gosh. Okay. I was like, show up at the swimming pool in like an hour and a half. Sounds good. I'm like, oh God. Okay, sweet. So I'm here at the pool. Now I'm done lifeguarding. I gotta clean the whole facility. So I start cleaning. And then she shows up. I'm like half surprised she even showed up here. And she shows up. And I was like, let's go for a swim. And she was like, sounds good. And literally, it was like the most nerve-wracking, like, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but like that like 20 seconds of me sitting on the computer being like, I should not do this. But like, I cannot forgive myself if I don't try this. Even though it was not like the most ideal, it was not the most beautiful way. It's not the best of anything. But that night changed my life forever. We hung out, we got to know each other. It was so casual. And I knew from that night that I was not going to live my life without having her in my life. You got a girlfriend. I didn't get a girlfriend that night. No, I did not. But she did become my girlfriend shortly after. And we are now married. We've been together for, I've been informed it's only like over 11 and a half years. Only 11 and a half years. Not 12. Don, yeah, I did look at the deck you posted, by the way. It was a good deck. It looked interesting. I'm better than your Glaceon deck, for sure. Better than your Glaceon deck. Now you're making me go and look at it again. Yes, with the Beedrill EX. My only issue with the deck is, I mean, my only issue with the deck is that there's no Sylveons in it, to be honest. I don't know. Leafeon's great, but it almost seems like right now it's like it'd be better off just to have Sylveon to just try to get the Beedrill. That was the night that a simple aquatic entrepreneur discovered the meaning of life and became the man he was destined to be. Isn't that true? My wife and I have known each other for 25 years now, married for 18. Jason, I've been thinking about asking a girl out at this summer camp, and tomorrow, the last day. So I'll probably either be so sad or happy. Well, triple A. Ace. We are talking about a quote today. And I want you to take this quote to heart. I want you to take this quote to heart because it could change your life forever. And I'll tell you how it could change your life. But here's the quote. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. And I promise you, something great will come of it. There you go. Something great will come of it. And triple A, I promise you, here's the thing. If you look back, just 20 seconds, that's it. You could even take the line right from the movie. You could go up to her. I don't know if you've ever talked to her, but you could look at her and be like, why would a girl as beautiful as you ever talk to a guy like me? And who knows what she'll say. And then even if she's like, what? You'd be like, I'm sorry, I just literally could not have the thought of today going by and me not saying hi to you or talking to you. I bet you it'd work. Sealed deal done. But there you go. 20 seconds of insane courage is all it takes, guys. A lot of things in my life I feel like I've been extremely lucky about. But one thing I kind of talked about yesterday is I've always been fearless. I've never been afraid to make a mistake. That is one of the qualities a lot of my friends have said that they really admire about me, is that I'm willing to make a mistake. I'm willing to be wrong. I'm willing to be on here hanging out with you guys in the hopes that one day I have what I'm looking for out of everything. Not saying that I don't want to just be here, but I'm just saying I'm trying to build something bigger. I'm trying to build something huge and a business out of all this. And I've never been afraid of trying the impossible. And apparently this Sylveon deck just is not going to cut it. So we're going to swap it. What's a deck that this could probably... It could probably handle the Charizard Torkoal deck. Well done. You know what? I hope that it was worth it. I mean, here's the thing. Sounds like you've got a happy family and a happy life now. So maybe, just maybe, that was worth it in the end. Maybe. Maybe not. But yeah, anybody who's not seen the movie We Bought a Zoo, highly recommend it. It is such a powerful movie. It is such a good movie. It's a sad movie, but it's a different type of sad. It's a different type of sad. There you go. See, Don. Don, you're just only trying to tell the bad part of the story, not the good part of the story. You trolled us hard there, brother. I swear to God, if he gets Sylveon on the board right now, I'm gonna be so mad. He 100% it. The AI is not doing a good job here today, guys. The AI is not doing a good job here. But there you guys go. That's part of the reason why I was up so late. I was getting all my steps in, so my adrenaline was kind of going. On top of the fact that then I saw that movie and I didn't start watching that 2-hour movie until midnight. So yeah, my bad. But no regrets. No regrets. But nobody else has a story where they can think of, like, where they maybe have had like that 20 seconds of like, should I do it? Should I not? And then they pulled the trigger and they're just like, wow, like everything would have been different if I didn't do that. Do or do not. There is no try. Ah, classic Yoda over there. Classic Yoda quote from there. Anybody who hasn't seen Star Wars, hashtag watch Star Wars. And then after you've seen Revenge of the Sith, just know it's all like nothing is better than Revenge of the Sith. Start on Revenge of the Sith and then end on Revenge of the Sith. That's what I always say. It's like, Donnie, that doesn't make sense. Chronologically, that doesn't make sense. Don't start on Revenge of the Sith and stop on Revenge of the Sith. Yes, I can think of a few, just nothing stream appropriate. Hey, Maddie, that's all good. I think sometimes part of the exercise in itself has more to do with like the self-reflect. Obviously, it doesn't all have to be about sharing. You know, let's just let the AI do its thing. It doesn't, it's more about for you to like, I have to take over. He's just going to die. He's just going to die if I don't take over. Same. That's okay. Clone Wars, that's true. Good. I think it's, yeah, it's more important to be able to like look at it and be like, you know what? Like, I'm really happy with these. Or like, it's even another thing to do. Like, I know all of us, I'm included in this. That little shit. All of us have those things in our head that we've been meaning to do or wanting to do. And like, it's just so scary to come up with how to do it. How to do it and not make a mistake. I think we have to just do this. Because if we don't get it, we're in a lot of trouble. And he's only going to do... The stack does 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your... That's where I fucked up last time. We just have to hope we top deck it, I think. Is that what we're gonna go for? We're like super gonna lose if we don't get anything next turn anyway, so whatever. Yeah, it's like, sorry, going back. We've all got those things that are in our mind that we're like thinking about, you know, like, how do I do this? Or like how, like not even how like the math, the gears coming together. It's like, how do I get the willpower to do? This computer is like literally just killing me here. But how do I do this? How do I get the willpower? How do I have the, what it takes to get what needs to be done, to go from point A to point B? And sometimes the answer is so simple, but it's finding the courage to do it. Therapist Thursday with Donnie. Hey, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. I hope you guys like what I chalked up last night, because I think that it's I don't know. I think it's important to talk about. Would you rather wake up with no memory of yourself, life, and past, and now and no way of ever remembering, or wake up and have no one know who you are, with no way of reminding them? Yeah, I think. I mean, here's the thing. You're kind of, you're Don. Your question is kind of more simple than it is. It's like, would you rather be a hermit with no one in your life, or would you rather have dementia? Right? Um, I think obviously, I think it matters when. But I can say this, that like, you know, I've talked about, gosh, we were just getting manhandled. We'll try the Beedrill deck on the next one. I think it matters when in life. Today, when I'm older, I mean, being alone when you're old is so hard. And you know, I think that I've talked to my wife, like obviously, like you know, you never hope that you get dementia or Alzheimer's. You don't wish that upon anyone. But I told her, I was like, honestly, I just want you to come and hang out with me and be like, hey, I got a cool TV show, and then we'll watch Spartacus, or oh, let's try watching Lord of the Rings. Like all these things I know I love, like her just coming and spending the time with me. And I would absolutely do the same thing every day with her. Even if she did not forget who I was, I know who she is. I would want to spend every second I could just like re-experiencing everything with her, because I know I could put something on and her be like, whoa, this is amazing. I love this. So I think that for me, it would be more important to just have the loved ones around me, even if I couldn't remember, because I still think that you'd still have an internal feeling of like, someone's around you for a reason. Someone's around you for a reason. As a movie, anybody that's into musicals, love is like oxygen. All you need is love. Moulin Rouge. Movie quotes of the day. Here we go. We're just going hard on movie quotes. But for real, I do think that I think it's important to have the loved ones around, because what's the point without that? What's the point without that? I agree. Ooh, we got it split down the middle. Snapping and Jason are like, nah, everyone can forget me. Don is thinking he agrees with me or them. I don't know. I guess there is only two options. There is, in fact, only two options, so. Welcome in. We got a bunch of lurkers on YouTube also. Welcome in, whoever it is. Hope you're having a great day. Therapy Thursday, I've been told. Well, how do you not take either of those options? Maddie's like, I'm going to go with option C. Thank you very much. I refuse. Simple. Easy enough. Option C. You pretend like you remember everything, and then also you gaslight people into thinking they know who you are. Or as in neither. Dun 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 dun. The AI, I don't know if it can be trusted. Can it screw this up? I feel like we're in a half decent spot. No more energies need to go down. If you had to pick one of the options, I'd rather remember everyone and try to form connections with them again than me not remember anyone and them have a harder time trying to remind me. I'd rather remember every bad memory than forget all the good ones. Well said, well said. What the heck is this guy doing? This is bullcrap. Well said. No, I just went to autoplay, but I had to take the reins because I was worried. I've been literally just AI battling. I haven't changed any decks today. Sorry, Don. I can't give you that much satisfaction that I would just play one of your decks. That would just be, that'd be too nice of me to do, you know? Oh! On unrelated news, I hit 182 pounds today. 182.9, but it doesn't matter. We are in the 182 section now. I was hoping to see 180 before I left for vacation, but that's not happening. The facts are that's not happening. But we've done awesome, steady losing weight. And I've been very, very happy with the results and everything that goes along with it. 15 to go. Oh, dude, no, I'm not going that thin. I'm not going that thin. I'm not going that thin. That's crazy. What the heck is this? Are you trying to tell me that if I wonder pick a whole bunch and boost pack stamina by 5, open 5 packs, do some wonder picks? Where did all this come from? What's all this junk that's on my screen? Collect 50 cards. Summer event missions. How much? And I only have 12 days to do the summer over in 12 days? What the heck is going on? Collect 100 cards. Well, I'm failing it. Well, we're probably going to see a new set come out. Damn, I'm failing this. So, another thing I was thinking about. And this is kind of, I know I kind of have, like, not fully, but one of the questions I was asked on the questionnaire from you guys was, am I done selling Pokemon cards? Is that part of my chapter of my life gone? And that kind of got me thinking about my back in the old school resale days. And one thing I was thinking about, I was like, I should tell you guys some of the weirdest things I've ever sold. And it came to me that I had a really, really weird obsession at one point that I have not told you guys about. And this kind of has a story involved with it as well. So, many years ago, my ex-girlfriend, she was a girlfriend at the time, she had 4 5-gallon pails full of change, mostly pennies. And we were going on a trip and she was like, oh, I'm going to roll it and I'm going to get rid of all this change. That was her goal, was to get rid of all this change. Well, I kind of had mentioned that I had a vending machine business. And, sorry, my dad did. I did not. But, like, I had coin counters. I had access to them. I knew how to use them. And, so I helped her roll all this change. And it was like 90% pennies. And there was 400 and some odd dollars in pennies. Mage, welcome. Are you home already? You don't usually come on here until you're home. Oh yeah, you probably are home. You've missed Therapy Thursday so far. I am indeed home. Welcome home. So I helped her roll all these pennies, and she was just like, I'm gonna just take it to the bank. She called the bank first, and the bank was like, yeah, because it's change, they would only do it dollar for dollar, which was like, meh. She didn't really care. And I was like, if the bank is only gonna give you dollar for dollar for it, I'll give you dollar for dollar for it, and I'll just keep it. I'll keep the pennies. She's like, why do you want all the pennies? I was like, because the copper value in the pennies is probably worth more than the pennies. And this was years ago. Metal slugs. I know exactly what you're talking about. Don. You know that's theft, right? That's like actually a criminal offense. Alas. There was somebody that got caught doing metal slugs in a vending machine. A metal slug, to anyone that doesn't know, is like essentially a washer that you would put in those old candy machines and spin it to get candy, but you've only used a piece of metal instead of a coin. No, it's Don. There was a famous case that happened in Canada of somebody getting caught on camera, and they threw the book at him, and he went to jail for like 2 years or 3 years or something, because it's like unarmed assault or unarmed robbery. Petty theft under X amount, whatever. But they threw the book at him. Finish your story about the pennies. All right, so these pennies. So I bought all these pennies because I knew that they were worth more in copper. Held on to them for years. And then I finally was like, you know what? I should start doing something with these pennies. Now, what started this idea that I should do something with these pennies is I'd already started selling on eBay. And I may as well just put this up. And I found some Canadian pennies, and Canadian pennies had been discontinued in Canada. Pennies in general had been discontinued in Canada for quite a few years already at this point. So I just decided that I was going to take a look on eBay, and I realized people were selling pennies. And I was like, no way, people are selling these stupid ass pennies. And yeah, they were selling them for $2 to $3 a piece. And then I was like, wait a sec. I have all these American pennies. And I looked it up, and the copper value alone on them, they're worth almost 4 cents. It's like Now, granted, it was different times, but I think it's like right now. We can look it up. I think it's like 3-1 is what the what. Now, granted, not all pennies are considered equal, but copper penny value in raw copper. Pre-1982 U.S. pennies, which are 95% copper, have a copper value of greater than their face value, but it's illegal to melt them down for profit. According to this YouTube video, that's actually true. The copper content in these pennies is worth about 3 cents, making them potentially worth more than their face value. So I knew that. And then next thing you know, I'm seeing that people are taking these pennies and reselling them because people are so into like this prepper lifestyle, so to speak. They're literally like selling these, trying to or like buying them, trying to hoard up on them. So I started selling pennies. The most now, granted, as I started going through these pennies, I started realizing that there were some that are worth collecting for collectors, some that are not, that are just for bulk. The most expensive penny I ever sold out of the collection, that American penny collection, was for $109. Let's let that sink in. $109. So let me get this, the point of what I'm getting at. If you in your life were ever like, I would like to get into selling or buying and selling Pokemon cards, there's a way easier way to do it. Do it with pennies. It's way cheaper. And the best part about doing it with pennies is if you don't get the right pennies, you can just go to Target and use that little thing and put your change in and it will take your change. And you don't have to get fees on it. They'll just take your change. They don't give a shit. So I have in my eBay store loads and loads of pennies. Loads and loads of pennies. And I sell a couple of pennies, a couple of quarters, couples of nickels, couples dimes every single month. I sell the majority of the pennies for about anywhere, like granted, I was looking it up, in the States is a little different because shipping's a little better. But depending on what it is, like if you can get, so a penny is, anyone that's actually looking at a coin, I could actually put one on the screen for you guys. A penny will always have what year it was made and then where it was made. So Philadelphia, it has the P, Philadelphia, right? Denver for the D. And then I think that there's one more location. Not important. Not that important anyway. Well, this is gonna just be a loss, but well, not quite. I guess we still have Eevee on the back. But yeah, all you need to do is literally go to the bank or go to a store and be like, hey, can I buy some pennies? If you go to the bank and say, yeah, I'd like to buy $10 of rolled pennies, they'll give you $10 of rolled pennies for $10. All you have to do is have a bank account there. They'll do it. 100% they'll do it. Sort through them. You'll get anywhere between 20 to 30% copper pennies, and you can easily resell those. Right now, if you can get, so for copper value alone, it's worth 3 cents more. But right now, if you, for example, get, I'm just going to pick a year, a copper year, 1975 Denver with the D on it. If you can get 50 of those and put them in a roll, that's worth about $5. 50 cents of pennies of all the same year in any condition, as long as they're not corroded, is worth about that much money, which is chaotic. Okay, there is potentially a play here to win. I mean, that's a whole other thing, Don. The fact that quarters and nickels and dimes used to be made of silver. That's a whole other great shenanigans, but a whole different shenanigans altogether. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that I didn't even get my friggin'... Whatever. Is the math here? Does the math work out? Yes, it does. It does still work out as long as he doesn't heal. But yeah, so one of the easiest ways, anyone that, like, obviously you're not going to make loads of money, but like you can even buy penny sorters that will sort pennies based on weight, which will be which ones are copper, which ones are not copper. There's just like selling Pokemon cards, it's the exact same thing. Some have like misprints on them, some are in better condition than others, and it's the freest and easiest way to make a little extra money. Literally, you go and sift through $10 worth of pennies, you'll be like, I have $3 worth of pennies that are worth selling, and the other $7 I'll just take back to Target. It's not a big deal. But yeah, silver quarters are worth like a lot more. They're worth like, I don't even remember offhand, but like $10 a piece or something like that. I sell them for more in Canada. Oh yeah, like straight up. Okay, so there was a thing too. I don't know what nickel prices are now, but when the war in Russia first started, nickel was like had skyrocketed. But I had done the math that if I had like $300,000 worth of revolving nickels, I could become a millionaire just off of nickel alone. Like off nickel value, not including selling of it. But the thing is, you can actually get penny sorters that will sort it by weight because it is that simple. It's like 0.7 of a gram different of whether it's copper, whether it's not. Now, there is some really cool things. There's some misprint years. So in 1982, half of them are copper, half of them are not. Well, actually, it's like 3/4 of them are, or 3/4 of them aren't, and like 1/4 of them are. Those ones, if you can find them, are worth like $5 a penny in like any condition. Because it's like there's way less circulation of them. But like straight up, like if somebody was to go and buy, it's like I think it's like $500 or $600 US a penny sorter, and just kept it working, and you just had so there's only one issue with this whole thing, but like you kept pennies going through the machine all the time and just sorting, and then you sold them in bulk. It's not that hard to do. The issue with it is you need to buy pennies, whatever coin you're doing it with, at one spot, and you need to get them to a different spot without rebuying them. That's the kicker. Because if you sort through, let's just say, we'll make up a number. 20% of all the pennies are good in a roll that you get from randomly from the bank. Let's just keep the math simple. 20%. You can't afford for those pennies to go back to that exact same bank and get sold out to other banks. Because you've already sorted it. You've already pre-sorted it. So you need to find a system where you could theoretically get that penny somewhere else and like replace your pennies and not keep buying the same pennies over and over again. If you can figure that out, which realistically you probably need an EV vehicle. I know I'm not trying to say that electric vehicles are the best, but you're going to pay the least because of transporting that kind of weight would matter a lot on a gas vehicle. But you'd probably need an electric vehicle, and you'd probably have to put some distance on that vehicle. You'd probably have to be going to suburbs. You'd probably have to go to major cities. You'd probably have to like be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like I don't know, just I'm going to Tampa, and I'm gonna go and spend like $1,000 on pennies, and then go and sort them. Yeah, steel pennies aren't worth as much as you'd think, Don. But yeah, but steel pennies are different. You can see them. Steel penny, if you steel penny's a different color. Steel penny looks like it's a dime at a glance. Steel penny at a glance just looks like a dime. But yeah, so yeah, if you're ever thinking about starting an eBay store, pennies are the freest way to do it. You look like a dime. Jeez, Mage. Appreciate it. But yeah, there's lots of money to be made in selling coins, and honestly, I would I know it sounds like the most tacky advice, but I think it's really, really clean, good advice. Anyone that's ever thinking about reselling Pokemon cards, consider doing coins. Yes, there's less buyers, but a coin is infinitely more liquid than a Pokemon card. I promise you that. And especially if you're buying them at face value, you have zero skin in the game. Now, once you start buying more expensive coins to resell, that's a different story. But no skin in the game. Anybody can go buy a roll of quarters and see if there's a silver quarter in it. Anybody can do that. It's not against the law. There's no reason why. The only reason someone couldn't do it would be because they don't have $10 to buy a roll of quarters, and or they don't have a way to get to the bank to buy the quarters. But yeah, there you go. There's some of the weirdest tangents of learning I've done. And it's funny. Now, like, whenever I go and pay for cash on anything, like, I know certain things. I know that for American bills, like, there's 2 barcodes or serial numbers, one in the top, one in the top right, one in the bottom left. I know for a fact that if one is black and one is green, that bill is minimum worth $20 for a $1 bill. Every single $1 bill I come across, I check for that. Nice. How often would you say, wait, where are you? I buy rolls of dimes at the make. Oh, at the bank? Is that what you're trying to say, Don? I get silver dimes a lot. How often would you say you get a silver dime? Pokelight, what is up, brother? Would you say that you get 1 per $5? Or would you say maybe 1 per $20? How often? Because I know a silver dime is actually worth a few bucks. Definitely worth a few bucks. 1 every 5 rolls. So there you go. Every $25 that Don spends, he finds minimum 1 dime that's worth like what? Like $3 or $4? But the thing is, the rest is all money. And also, when it comes to dimes, you can kind of take them out and just very visually pick it out and be like, that's silver. And then like put one back in and re-roll it. Like, it's an easy one. I don't even know what, let's look it up. Silver dime value today. A dime value for coins dated 1964 or earlier have the current silver price at their base value at over, $36 an ounce, which is worth $2.44 each. But there you go. If anybody is looking for a really, really easy way to make a few extra dollars, that is it. That is it. It is that easy. It's as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Okay, just in case he's gonna Eevee bag me. Seems like an Eevee bag situation. You know what? Let's just Guzma him. We Guzma because we Guzma. Even if he gets another one on there. Yeah. I would say anybody that's hi Pokelight. What is up? You've said hi 3 times. How are you? Guzma nuts. That was a dog, yes. A dog outside. Anybody, yeah. Anybody looking for a side hustle, anyone looking to make a few extra bucks, it is the easiest way to do it. eBay is really easy. One day I'll do a full stream on you guys, teaching you guys how to do it. I know I've been putting it off, but I will do it as soon as I get back from my vacation. Because I mean, I have ads of stuff that I've been meaning to put up anyway, so it's a 2-for-1. It lets me get it done because I've been meaning to get it done. Ooh, whoa, Betsy, slow down, slow down. But yeah, I've been meaning to get it done, and I don't mind helping anybody else with questions while I'm doing it anyway. So you're saying if you have bulk of old pennies, let's say 1972 Pennsylvania pennies, you can sell the pennies for about 5 times the value. I collect coins and dollars and never heard of this. Smiley. Very specifically talking about pennies. It's worth way more than that. So a 1972 Pennsylvania penny circulated. Smiles. I'll talk in more term, like, you know, things I know you'll know about if you collect coins. So if you had a full roll of 50 circulated 1972 Pennsylvania pennies, circulated, we'll even call them brown, you should be able to sell that for about $5 plus $5 for shipping. You'll pay $5 to ship it. They've already paid for that. You'll have to pay fees, and you'll have to pay so 50 cents is the cost, and then you'll pay fees, which let's just deduct another $1, and then you're gonna have to ship it in a roll, which what is that, a penny? And then you'll have to ship that off in some sort of bubble mailer, which is about 4 cents. On 50 pennies, you were probably profiting somewhere around $3.80. So that's probably a little bit higher in terms of we just lost this. Okay, how can we win this still? No, he can't kill me in one hit unless he has the Eevee bag, I guess. But yes, Smiley. And I'm not making this up. I have done it. I promise you it's possible. One Eevee bag down. Let's see. My friend told me his grandfather sold $10,000 worth of gold in the 30s and locked the cash away for his family in the future. But now that 10K gold would have made them rich. I mean, also though, Don, $10,000 in 1930 invested till now would also be a slug of money. I betcha it would, like, it wouldn't be worth as much, but it would still be worth a lot of money. Dude, 100 years of interest is bonkers on 10K. Just saying. Yes, circulated for sure, Smiley. I could look it up right now. I could find you listings of them selling daily or every other day. Usually people buy pennies, copper pennies by the pound, and usually it sells for, well, let's, rather than me make up a number, let's look it up. Let's legit look it up. eBay.com. I'll put the link of whatever I find also. Circulated penny copper bulk. And then we'll sort this by sold items. Here we go. This just sold today. 4 pounds, 6 ounces of bulk. That's wheat pennies though, so they're a little bit older. You get a little bit more money. We want memorial pennies because they're the easiest to get. There we go. Here's a mixed lot, 3 pounds, sold for $20. Mixed lot, 3 pounds. Let's just do the full math here. Penny, copper penny weight is 3.11 grams, and then we're gonna go 3 pounds divided by 3.11 grams is 437 pennies, which is $4.37, just sold for $19.99 plus $10 shipping. So that's more than 4x, 5x your money on unsorted coins sold by the pound. In your opinion, I've seen a lot of 1965 quarters, so let's say we have a whole roll of them. What do you think it's worth? Well, isn't 1965 not silver? What year silver and American quarters? I thought it was 1964. Silver. So 1965 quarters are not worth as much. Now I'll come back to that, Smiley, because I got some other messages I'm gonna read real quick, but I will give you an answer. My friend told me this. Oh yeah. Here for the coin talk. Link. I'm teaching everyone how to make money right now. Welcome in, by the way. Okay. Well, we can look it up. I can look it up directly. USA 1965 quarter roll. They're not silver. And we're going to go circulated. Three rolls of quarters, 19. That can't be right. Washington quarters, BU coin roll, 40 uncirculated. That's wrong. Like, not what we're looking for. I mean, the tough thing about 1965 is there's going to be a, like, the value of them is just, it plummets. Oh, here we go. I mean, it's worth about double, it looks like. I found somebody here. Let's go and open the original listing. Let's find out whether they have crappy, but it is sold. Art, coins, quarters, $10 face value, circulated, uncertified. $10, so 40 1965 quarters just sold for $20 plus $10 shipping. So it's worth double the value. Murdoch, I hope that we're entertaining you at the very least. And then, Don, I'm going to bounce back to your finance thing. 1930. I don't have my good calculator. Interest calculator. Let's just do that. Interest calculator. Compound interest would be crazy since 1930, dude. $10,000. Yeah, 10,000. 1, 2, 3. Rate. We're just gonna go 5%, which is like crazy low, I would say, for that. And that would be for 95 years. Dude, that'd be worth that'd be worth $1,030,000 if it was invested today. So yes, maybe it's not as much as it could have been, but that's still $1 million, Don, if it was invested and held until today. So perspective, it has more to do with when that money was actually taken out and used and how it was invested. And that's at 5%, which in reality, someone would give a way stronger argument that that should have been at 7%. And if we do change it to 7%, that number changes drastically. 7%, it changes to $6.1 million. Sure. Gold value 1930. In 1930, the price of gold was fixed at $20 per troy. So you'd go $10,000 divided by 10, 1, 2, 3, divided by $21. You'd have 476 troys of gold value today. Troy ounces of gold worth? Dude, that's only worth $1.6 million US right now. So it's not even like it actually outperformed the stock market. Boom. Financed. Not actual financial advice. Have to say that in case that someone goes in, does something stupid. Discord Mew, welcome in. How you doing? You came in at a weird ranting time. Let's get some more music rolling. I mean, I can just put this on for now. We can always change it later. I just, Don, yeah. So that gold, the exact amount of gold, give or take a little bit, would be worth 1.6 million today, which would outperform 5%, which would be well, that would be conservative for the timeline we're talking. That's why compounding is crazy. That's basically the same concept of doubling a penny for a month. I mean, when you're talking 95 years, definitely closer. Snapping says hi, Mew. All good, mate. But yeah, Don, I would choose invested over gold. Cause like, think about it, 1930, that would have been like stocks in like Coca-Cola, Disney, things that have like skyrocketed. Testing, did that fix the mic? Let me know if that fixed the mic or not. All good, mate. Snapping, miss you and hope you're doing good. That's from you, snapping. The telephone back and forth. Where'd my water bottle go? Oh, I gotta go bio up after this. Water's empty. But there you guys go. I think I have told you guys I used to be a financial advisor. So numbers are my gig. Hence why you guys see me calculating visually all the Mew all the math on here. Hi Mew, also from Zaire. Your mic, lol. Imagine investing 10K in cola back then. That would be kind of wild. That'd be kind of wild. My grandpa has some long lost stocks of Coca-Cola. He used to work at Coca-Cola and he got stock options. Back in those days, they gave you paper stocks, which they would have records at the company, but we were never able to find the records of his stocks. And that would have been back in the 60s. Retirement project, I'll look into it. From Mew, what's good, Zaire? We got some half decent things going on here, kinda. You know what? I'm going to bank that he doesn't have what he needs. No. He went snapping with a heart. Yeah, snapping, you just weren't listening. You were definitely not ignored. Reading and listening to stream. Gotta fund more quality text phrases. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so penny, gold, stocks, lots of stuff. Lots of compelling stuff. Okay. This is not going to do anything. But, oh, I forgot we do have Tapu. Oh, shoot. Tapu's actually probably the GOAT of this whole thing. Am I right? Because if he gets Charizard on the board, Tapu's probably what helps us win this. I know a man that got rich selling his dirt. He bought land with good soil, then sold it to locations people would buy cheap land to farm. Hey, there's a lot of cool stories that are like that out there for sure. Okay, so Flareon. Oh, we're gonna go for the kill here. Because all we need, I mean, there's lilies and stuff, but I don't want to give him any more turns with these Charmanders than he needs, than he wants. Hey, Donnie, and all that. How's your day? Ghost? My day's been great so far. We've been talking about how to make money. We've been talking about... We had a quote of the day. Anybody that's new, I'm going to re-say the quote of the day. I'm not going to retell the story, but I will re-say the quote of the day. Anybody that's looking for a little bit more oomph in their life and a little bit more insight. Because we could all use a little bit more insights in our life and a little bit more oomph. Sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, and I promise you, something great will come of it. The quote of the day. As much as I'm interested in stocks, coins, and all that, I made a Celebi deck that that has been doing good in Master Ball if you want to try it out. Smiley, I would love to fight against your Master Ball. I would love to fight against your Celebi Master Ball deck. Forgot. If he doesn't have a Guzma... Oh, shoot. That was... Well... I should have put that on Sylveon. That was wrong. That was wrong. At least I'm picking up on it. Damn. Damn. That sucks. Make Celebi cool again. Agreed. If you show me a Master Ball Celebi deck, I'm all over it. He totally got a Lily right there. But you know what? I guess him getting a Lily isn't the end of the world. I would never put snapping in the corner. Aw. I've got 4 shinies of that Charmander. Well, I definitely do not. GG's, buddy. Well, that worked out. I did play that wrong. But, whatever it takes to win. All right. Guys, real quick here. I appreciate everybody being here. We're kind of bumping today. Got a lot of people here. I hope you guys have been entertained by my entertainment. I am going to bio up real quick. I got to get some water. And then we are going to let Smiley showcase a Celebi deck. I'm expecting great things from you right now, Smiley, when I get back. All right. But until then, BRB. All right, we back. We back. Thank you everyone for waiting up. You still owe me a hat, but the shade will work. I do owe you a hat. You're right. I do owe you a hat until somebody takes it off my head. 50-50 against Sylveon Greninja. Well, Smiley. Haha. Don takes off the hat instantly. I put it on just for him to take it off. The chaotic nature of that. All right, so Smiley, let's hit it. I want to see this deck, Smiley. Let's do a best of 3. I want to see this deck. You've caught my attention. You've caught my attention. Good luck and all that, which it is anyway. Maybe it's less luck than you think, Space Ghosts. All right. We'll use the deck you formidably say has a 50% win rate against. Let me just get the download. It's 2 Cyruses, 1 Mars, 1 red card. I think people are starting to slowly take out Mars or red card. Like, take 1 out. Just only leave 1. All right, Donnie Code is up, Smiley. I'm leaving, so can't see your hand. I'll be back. Sounds good, Smiley. Let's hit it. Good luck. Ah, a luck believer. I roll. Vital, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, if anybody here is not subscribed to us on YouTube yet, what are you doing? Subscribe. It's easy to do. We're giving away complete Korean 151 set. All you have to do is subscribe to get in on the giveaway. It's that easy. If you're thinking, hey, maybe I want to start collecting Pokemon cards, what better way to start than getting a free collection potentially? You know, only one person gets to win. But still, we got content that comes out most of the time unless I don't have stuff lined up to come out. But yeah, I am going to be on vacation, and that is the best way to keep track of what's going on. We will do a couple of little streams while I'm gone, but any shorts, long form stuff, it all comes out on YouTube. So if you are not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Go do it. You owe it to yourself. All right, here we go. Let's take a look here. Well, not the best, not the worst. Psychic Energy. Okay. So is this running Sylveon to try to get Superior out? I mean, I'm not going to disrupt that. You clearly... I don't think you have what you want right now. How many cards are left? Good question, Don. Still quite a few, but we've got the hardest cards already. We've got the 2 hardest cards to get of the set. We are missing the 3rd and 4th hardest card and the 5th hardest card. No, we've got the 5th hardest card. Leave a like and all that. Remember to leave a like. Oh my gosh. Which it is anyways. There you guys go. Honestly, I'm a little bit confused to what I'm looking at here. But I'm just gonna like keep running with it. I'm gonna let him do what he's got to do. He's not attacking me next turn. Only psychic energy has come up. Honestly, I think we just go for it. He's bricked hard. Going for the jugular right now. We got psychic energy coming up next. Which it is anyway. Space. The way you talk is so, I don't know. I love it though. I mean, you probably have Ericas and stuff in your hand, I would think. Alright, so since we can't kill you this turn. What? Collect, okay. I think we've done a great enough job letting you stack up. We'll red card you. And I was going to go for your Eevee. I care less about your Eevee now, but I still don't see anything in the horizon. So we'll kill the Eevee and just Water Shuriken otherwise. Guys, real quick, also self-promoting. We did have a short. It is losing a little bit of momentum, but it is a different short than we normally do. It's more of news and talking about Pokemon running, speed running, to be more specific. Guys, if you haven't gone and watched this and drop a like and a comment yet, then what are you doing? Go do that too. Go do it. Got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Well, something to gain. All right, so he's going to finally get the grass energy. And we can just put this on Giratina. And we get Giratina to work next turn no matter what. While we're doing that, Don will let you know how many cards are left in the binder. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29 cards left on, except about 12 of those cards are easy cards. Like, I could put in commons, but I'm hoping we get reverse hollows instead, or master balls. All right, well, Smiley, let's go again. I did say let's do a best of 3. I did say let's do a best of 3. It's only fair because if somebody beats me with a best of 1, I don't really amount it to too much anyway. I will honor you the best of 3 treatment, Mr. Smiley. You're using a deck that, like, here's the thing, Smiley. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you're right. I think we all are excited to see that you put out a deck that like blows all of our minds and that it's something nobody's considered or put together and you've made the perfect concoction. That's what we all want to see. Even if it is Celebi. I like Celebi. Some others don't. But it's just less likely. It's less likely. Well, we're going to put it on the bench. I don't normally like having double Froakies, but... I almost feel like... I mean, I don't know what the deck looks like, but I almost feel like you only run grass. Yeah. What do you think of Nintendo choosing a female to play a Zelda in the live action movie? I literally don't care at all, McLaurin. I mean, what do you think of Nintendo choosing a female to play as Zelda in the live action movie? I don't know if you're saying that right or wrong, but Zelda is a female. So picking a female to play a female, like, I would have no issues either way. But what you said doesn't make sense. Do you mean Link? Are you trying to say they're picking a female to play Link instead of Zelda? I'm just going to start tapping on him. I don't care. I'm confused. McLaurin, my complete opinion is that if what your statement is true, or if you think that Link is Zelda, then it's either a female or a transgen. Well, why does that matter? First of all, like why does that matter at all? I decided not to sell my Xbox 360 because there's only 4 more days until payday. There you go. Nightwolf. Okay, so this makes more sense. The Leafeon EX. Okay, I can get behind that. So this is like some sort of form of... It's like Eevee box without the Flareon. Though, like, why the Psychic Energy? McLaurin? It's because other people... the reason why people are complaining is because the internet is an easy place for people to complain and not have to show their face. Facts. Shakespeare. Men have been playing women parts for hundreds of years. So why does it matter now? Why does it matter now? The answer is it shouldn't matter at all. I'm just going to keep on bullying this Celebi in hopes that I can get to him quick. People in Broadway, people all over have acted like the opposite genders in acting in films for years and years, longer than we've been alive, longer than our parents, longer than our grandparents have been alive. So why does it matter today more than ever? Why can't somebody just act a part because they're good at acting? Who cares what they identify as or anything? If they're a good actor and they're going to do a good job at the role, who cares? It's all pretend anyway. It's not like the person's going to wake up and be like, just kidding, I'm actually Zelda. Like, that's not how it works. It's not how it works at all. Okay, we've done a really good job with one very specific thing this game. And that one specific thing... Welcome to Donnie's TED Talk. Do you run a 1 of Comfy? Comfy? I don't. Or are you wondering if he runs Comfy? Well, yeah, a Beedrill deck counters any high... I'm okay. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Oh, I don't know if he does. Like, yeah, I don't know. I know I'm not wrong in this, so. Would you ever play Mrs. Doubtfire? Would you ever play... I mean, another movie. I mean, that's a comedy. It's a little different than what we're talking about. But would I ever play... I'm not a good actor or anything. So I think it would be a horrible movie if I was to pretend to be Mrs. Doubtfire. That was a great movie. Robin Williams is a gem that forever be cherished. Eve, welcome in. How you doing? I think we got to just keep going. Maddie. Oh, I thought Maddie left. Aw. Gutted. He's dead and all that. Space Ghost. Would be... Oh, I thought you were talking about McLaurin. McLaurin, are you still here or did you leave once I didn't just agree with you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they ever made a... no, they wouldn't have made a Mrs. Doubtfire 2. I'm sure they've done that concept in other ways. But yeah, not that. Good old Eevee bag. All right, here we go. If we have water energy is coming up next, it's not. Okay, we're going to put this on Giratina. I'm going to put the cape up here. I almost should just be trying to get Giratina up. Giratina just came in so late. There's not much I can do about it. The problem is social media abusing actors or actresses on what role. No, don't blame social media. Blame the people behind the social media. Like, it's the fact that somebody is willing to just go on the internet and say something ridiculous and have no reason for it other than they can hide behind a wall. That's all there is to it. I'm gonna... Whoa, wait, what? We survived that, but like... We're getting bodied here by the swaps. I'm not in love with how me getting bodied by all the swapping. I'm not wrong though, Mew. It's, you know... It's gonna like 75% of the best movies from the 80s and 90s would be canceled if released today. I mean, you could still make them. They would just be... Yeah, people wouldn't appreciate that you made them, but you could still make them. All right. We're going to retreat. Get rid of the water energy. Into Greninja. Do Space Bellow. We should be able to get through this. This has been... I did way worse. And somehow, unless Osiris comes up, we are doing way better. I mean, obviously not ideal, but Sylveon is still... This is still survivable, kind of. But it's true, right? Make a Pokeball. Ooh, Pokeball. Should I get sushi for dinner or responsible and cook? I mean, you've been studying a lot, snapping, so I think getting whatever's good for the soul is not a bad thing. Fry up, make the meal sticky, yeah. Actors have some sort of protection when it comes to social media nowadays. They have people who run their accounts for them, managers. Yeah, that's true, but like people can still say what they want to say no matter what. Well, that's Smiley, let's go again. Here's the thing, we didn't know exactly what we were playing against. Now we have a little bit of a better idea of what we're playing against. It's a best of 3 with Smiley. Silver, what is in your deck? Tell me what's in your deck before I commit to playing it. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anybody should get bullied. I'm definitely not saying that. Because getting physically bullied is horrible also. But this idea that people can just hide behind a computer and they would never ever say that kind of thing in real life to somebody's face is like, what's going on here? Like, don't just... If you're not willing to say it in real life, don't say it at all. Like, just keep it to yourself. You know what? You've got your free will to have your opinions. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to validate and say your opinion's right. Because it's likely it's not. Well, likely all of our opinions are wrong in certain ways. But, like, keep it to yourself. Don't make the world a worse place just because you have some sort of, like, mandate to think something different than somebody else. I don't know. I'll stop ranting. I love this Donnie's TED Talk episode. Well, I mean... Silver, tell me what your deck is. I'm on a roll. I want to play good decks today. I want to play what I want to play. Sue me. What about when your opinion is fact, though? Well, an opinion isn't fact then. An opinion is an opinion. Let's not mix the two up, right? Perspective, but you didn't say perspective. You didn't say perspective. You used a different word there. You used fact. Fact is not perspective. Like, fact is like, we can do the math and prove that what you just said was correct, was right. Right? That's different than opinion and perspective. Like, okay, I'm going to use a bad example that's a great example. Even though I say fact, Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy, I do know that it's an opinion. It is the proper opinion, but it's not technically a fact. Speaking my truth, I'll let that one go. But that's a good way to look at it. That is an opinion. It's the right opinion, but it's still an opinion. It could definitely be said it's worth the watch. Well, I mean, I think, in my opinion, I would say that if you haven't watched Lord of the Rings, then that just means you don't like good movies. That's just my opinion, though. There's opinions people will argue with you on. I am not one of them. All right. So the one thing we got going for us this game versus last game is we're going to be able to start just like killing everything. We're not going to waste time. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to get kills. Because last game, the big mistake I made was splitting the damage up so much. And this Celebi over here, we're just not even gonna pretend he's there. That Celebi is not attacking us this game. Silver, read the last message. 2 Soul Rock, 2 Cranidos, 2 Rampardos, and 1. Alright, you can try it. We'll give you a fighting chance, Silver, the Night Wolf. Would you like your medical fun fact of the day? I would love it. Smiley, due to me winning, it was GG's, but due to me winning, you owe me a like and a comment. How's that sound? Or at least go and watch my short and drop a like. I would prefer if you liked and commented, but if you could go and watch it and drop a like, that would mean a lot to me. All right, Silver the Night Wolf, let's do it. Smiley, GG's though. GG's. I see what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do. with that deck. It's just Eevee box without Flareon. All right, Smiley, we'll get you in on one. Snapping. What's the medical fun fact? You're making us wait. Coronary is the Latin word for crown. It's also the etymology of the name carnivorous, because of the crown like spikes in the on the surface. Whew, that's a lot to take in. Yeah. Coronavirus. Yeah, coronavirus. Yep. COVID. Yep. No, I got it. These were tough dyslexic words here. I will not be attacked. I'm spicy today. You did great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a betting man. 2 wins, 1 loss. That's how it is. Smiley, I appreciate it. Thank you for being a good man and checking it out. Yay! Wait, Maddie, I saw you say something about validating my feelings. Did I unvalidate your feelings? Because you specifically thanked Jason, or did I just miss something? It's okay if I missed something, but if I unvalidated your feelings, then I guess I'm sorry. But I'm only guessing. You still hurt my feelings from yesterday. Wait, what? What did I do about your feelings? You did, but we're cool. No, we're not cool. What did I do wrong? I don't have any feelings. Oh my gosh. I just... Ugh. I just needed a win. You said I was wrong about my opinion being fact. Well, I was just questioning it more than saying you're wrong, but... You also told me that I was too short yesterday. So, you know, that's also a fact that I'm too short. 5'8's too short. That hurt my feelings, and I have no control over that. I can't learn from that. I can't take that constructive criticism and get taller. That's not in the cards for me. Oh, come on. Can we just get Cyrus here? If we get Cyrus here, we could just win instantly. You had to be here. You had to be. It was a had to be here moment. You're all such. Get my glasses out. Maddie, well, actually, what they say in. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Young Ant is here. How you doing, man? You're here even on YouTube of all things. Young Ant, what have you been up to, brother? Okay, now we're getting into philosophical stuff. Long time no see, Matt Johnson. How's it going, Donnie? Teaching the youngsters all the secrets. Well, trying to, Matt. Matt, where have you been? Where have you been? What have you been up to? 2 comments as promised, good man. Thank you. Appreciate it, Smiley. I'm hoping you put them on the right short. If you didn't, then I guess so be it, but I hope you did. It says that it went up by a like and a comment, so I'm assuming you did it exactly where we needed it. GG's. I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Don. Oh, we being philosophical. Was in Germany for 2 months. Jeez, Matt. Playing the new DK game. Dude, did you got a Switch 2, I'm guessing. How is the Switch 2 for you? Have you been liking it, Young Ant? I don't have one yet. I don't have one yet. Wait, Mage, what? The Earth is not flat. What? It has to be flat. It has to be. They fly in a weird direction. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It was a joke, guys. If the Earth was flat, technically I would like... Oh no, because they think ice is around the whole thing. That's right. I was going to say I would be near the edge of the Earth. That'd be cool. I could take a picture of the edge. Wait till you hit the ice wall. Oh boy. I'll let you guys know. I'll take a picture of the ice wall if I see it. I am flying tomorrow. Really far. So... Was in Germany for 2 months. What brought you to Germany for 2 months, Matt? Let us know. Matt, I'm glad you're back and you're safe. Who's gonna be laughing then? Well, I'll be cold because I'm not bringing enough clothing to deal with an ice wall. I'll tell you that. If we live, if we hit the ice wall and live, I do not have the clothing to be equipped for that. And it'll be a bunch of people from Hawaii, so it's not like I can go through the other luggage and get the stuff we need. I'm gonna freeze. It's gonna be cold. And my Canadian skills are not gonna help me too much. Yep. Young Ant, would you recommend it? Do you play ranked? Diz. Maybe a little. I'm not a big ranked player anymore. I hit Master Ball in the very first ranked, and I've just let it slip. I haven't really done rank grinding since. And the main reason for that, Dis, is because I do way more viewer battles than any other streamer. There you guys go. I'm 1 battle away from Ultra. There you go. So I'll hit Ultra Ball before the end of the season, whenever that is. But yeah, I'm too busy playing with the community to do ranked. That's what I've just told myself. That's what I have to tell myself. Mood. Whoa. All right, we'll do it right now. There you go, Dis. You peer pressured me to do it, and then Mage, and I mean, this is kind of already Wait. Well, boy, oh boy, we got the rare candies if we ever need them. We going first, we're going second. Whatevs. We'll just throw it all in the field. Fighting deck. Oh, there are a few. Well, I do not know any of them, Maddie, I will admit. I'm sheltered. I live on an island in the middle of the ocean, so I don't know those kind of things. They're like, Donnie, that doesn't even make sense. That's not how it works at all. No, that's totally how it works, guys, I swear. All right, Giratina. Sign me up. As you stream live to view, no, my internet doesn't go past the island. You guys must all be in Hawaii. No. Sake Blue, I've been lied to. The internet, I thought I could only turn it on for this exact moment to stream. That's it. That's I've been lied to. I'm at the ISO. Yeah, see, I thought so. That's you just had a poor connection. That's why sometimes you're not here all the time. Just poor connection. Poor connectivity. Sure, let's drop a little red card action here. He's probably loving that a red card, and he's like, wow, thank you, man. That was really thoughtful. That was a thoughtful red card. All right, fighting energy. We know that this Eevee is just here to pick up cards, so let's start attacking the Riolus in the back. Okay, fine. Maddie, it checks out. You're right. I have access to the internet. I did the same, only played the first season and did this season. Good luck. Thank you. Oh, he even evolved the one I attacked? That's aggressive. That is very aggressive. I'm gonna... What? Okay. I guess that makes a little more sense, but like... All of this is to try and kill Eevee? Because we're killing Lucario. Well, no, we're not killing Lucario. We don't need to kill Lucario. I do not get any benefits from killing Lucario. Lucario can't attack me next turn. Right? So, like, why would we do that? We're not going to do that. We're just going to do this. And do this. There's not a single thing in the world that can pull an extra energy onto that Lucario, so. It's getting late, and I gotta go. Hope everyone's day is good. Smiley, thank you for being here. Appreciate the love. Have a great rest of your evening. There we go. Is that easy? It's easy as 1, 2, 3. I'm not even going to comment on what you just said there, Don. I'm not even going to comment on that. There we go. We can lock this down. We hit Ultra 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. The crowd goes wild. Woo! Woo! Yeah, feels good. Feels good to be great. Actually, it feels good to be ultra, one might say. Now that's deep. That's philosophical. Feels good to be ultra. Leo, I have a very silly set. Oh yeah, Leo, tell us about it. Tell us about your silly set. We're all excited to see how silly your set is. While you're saying that, I am sorry, guys. We are getting to that stage where I'm starting to get real hungry. So I'm going to go make a protein shake. It's time to do my protein shake, my daily protein shake. I'll be right back. Leo, let's hear all about your crazy deck, and then maybe we can showcase it for everyone. Only if it's really silly, though. Oh, we effed up. We effed up, everybody. Way too much ice today. Dawn, are you behaving? I don't know. Dawn sometimes behaves. Okay, that's a lot to read. Okay, I gotta go. Peace. Alright, well, that's fair. Well, Dawn, have a great day. Misty as trainer and Articuno, Frostmoth in the back with Greninja, with Farfetch'd, with Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales. It is honestly a bit overused, but this set has some big players. Frostmoth can out the enemy to sleep, and Vulpix can... I mean... Leo, you know what? I'll make you a deal, Leo. If you drop me a follow here on Twitch and to subscribe on YouTube, we'll get you in on a match. How's that sound? How does that sound? There we go, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. And Leo, let's get the Donnie code in. You can show us. And here's the thing. You seem committed and you seem like you are very confident with your deck. So because of that alone, I'm going to give you the honor of trying your deck out. I'm going to give you that honor. I think there's too many moving parts. I think Jason hit it right on the head, but I hope you prove me wrong. And I hope you prove me wrong without having a Misty have to pop off for like 3 energies. All right. We always run the Donnie code, DONNI, no capitals. Let's hit it. Good luck, Leo. You know, sometimes having too much of an ego isn't a good thing. I don't know, Mew. My ego's been fine. My ego does what it needs to do sometimes. Until I get put in my place, then it's like, okay, fair enough. Mew, we have a quote of the day. Would you like to hear the quote of the day? Anybody that's new, we still have a quote of the day. Sometimes, all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. And I promise you, something great will come of it. Leo, we're ready for you when you're ready. Oh, I'm so mad that I put so much ice in this. It's just ruining it. It was already not that tasty. But now it's going to make it last longer. I'm the most humble person you'll ever meet. All right. I'm thinking this is Leo. Goes by the name Jaws. Frostmoth. Articuno. Greninja and Farfetch'd and Alolan Vulpix. With fighting? Leo, is this you? Leo, this can't be you unless you're like already instantly trolled me. This can't be Leo. Leo, it's you supposed to be battling right now, brother. You said you wanted to show us something silly. We're ready for it. I'm ready to see it. Jaws, whoever you are, say something in the chat so we know who you are and you can battle when it's your turn. Leo, are you ready or no? All right, Leo, let's hit it. I hate that there's a big iceberg in my protein shake. This is frustrating. All right. There we go. Good luck to me. Good luck to you, Leo. Is this you, Leo? It's water, though it's got a Mr. Mime. That doesn't make sense at all. All right. You didn't tell us about your Mr. Mime. But I'm in for it. Let's see what this deck brings to us. Okay. Well, this deck is literally nothing you just told me about. Literally has none of the moving parts you were just telling me about. This deck does 20 for each leaf energy. You don't have leaf energy in your deck. Okay, well, we are going to attempt to get another one of these guys on the board. I'm like just not really afraid of anything we're looking at here. I don't really want to be falling asleep, I guess. We could red card you, but Mage, I'm thinking the same thing. I have no idea what we're looking at. And you didn't even use your energy on the bench. Iron, what's up? What is up? All right, and unless I see something different happen, we just win next turn. This is nonsense. I completely agree. It's going good. Having a good day, good stream. Are you're pretty new here. Have you subscribed to us yet here on YouTube? Let me know. Let me know. This is I'm gonna be honest, this is just a waste of time. This deck, there's nothing here. This literally doesn't even resemble most of what you said was in the deck. Being honest. Like the deck you said you were using, at least it was everything was the same typing. Appreciate it. Most of it was filler. What are you talking? No. Yeah. That's his name. He goes by Jason. Leo. No. That was bad, man. That was bad. You can't honestly tell me in good faith that you've gotten any wins with that deck. Oh, you're level 9. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better, Leo. Leo, I feel a lot better seeing that you're level 9. Okay, yes. I sure have. Okay, well, maybe against some AIs. Leo, the one thing I think what Mage just said, you'd do really well to just, if you want to use water, fill it with water Pokemon and only use water energy. That would be the best advice I could possibly give. I mean, he was level 9. That was, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You seen that one meme where the guy goes, "Daddy, chill," and then an old man goes, "What the hell is even that?" No, I don't think I've seen that. Mew. All right. Does anybody else or anybody else like to get in on a match before I just go back to PvP? While we got it open, I'll just throw the code up. It doesn't matter. Whoever wants to pair, just pair up, I guess. If you just went, let somebody else go. Donnie code is up. DONNI, no capitals. DONNI, no capitals. Or you go only Watermons with fire energy, maybe. Snapping, no, it's not. It's literally a very... I screwed up on my protein shake. I put way too much ice in it. So it is 2 cups of water followed by... It's supposed to be like 4 cups ice cubes, but I had like 7 in there and I was just too lazy to take them out. And 2 scoops of whey protein. It's about as boring as it gets, but then there's too much, so there's a big ice clump in it. It's about as unappealing as it sounds, don't worry. Skim. I either drink Skim or I drink Fairlife. I don't have the calories for any other milk. Which I know I'm always talking about calories, but you kind of have to in my situation. I played that just so wrong there. I drink almond milk. Yeah, I don't drink almond milk. There's no protein in almond milk. Just a personal preference. I have no... I used to have a little bit of lactose issues. I don't have any lactose issues anymore, though. I have no lactose issues no more. Dang it. This makes this a lot worse. Okay, I think actually, okay, the only way to play this is because I think we have to try to bait out. We just have to hope that we don't get messed up on everything else on the back line. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Leo, it's because you're not really using a real deck, my friend. If somebody sees your deck, they might be like, okay, well, I'm not going to, like, engage with this, you know? All right, here we go. We want to get a Cyrus between the next 4 cards. And we definitely are capable of getting a Cyrus. Probably should have played that first, but that's okay. All right. Just in case a heal and I guess a cape go down. I got a win. And my team is much better. Okay, Leo. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Are you sure? I'm picking groceries up. Ooh, very nice snapping. Nice to get a little break from the house. Are you like, do you go grocery shopping or do they like get it all in the cart ready for you? Which situation best describes your situation? All right. Good for you, man, if you're getting those kind of wins. Imagine a small Magikarp with only splash. That's you right now. It's one of the ones that knows tackle. But it's not one of the ones that knows Dragon Rage, I'll tell you that. I think we can all agree on that. All right. We are going to water sure he can. We are going to do nothing else. We'll just get the kill. And I think no matter what, we didn't need the energy. We win next turn. Doesn't matter if Rampardos comes out right here. Oh! Unless that happens. Unless that happens, though. It was inevitable. To be fair, yeah, the statistics, actually, either way I win. No matter what happened, I won that. I didn't even realize the percentages. But because we'd already hit him with the Water Shuriken, we could either Cyrus or we can just kill Rampardos. Guys, I don't know. These creamy decks, creamy variations, they're not my jam. I don't think that they're... I think that they're overrated. That's my thought. That's my thought. Man, that protein shake was so nasty. I'm sorry I keep talking about it. I'll stop. It was so tasty, and not only was it so tasty, it was rewarding. It, like, honestly, my stomach is so full right now, and I don't feel like I want to eat anything else. Positive reinforcement, that's what that is right there. I was running a meta deck. That's true. That's true. But I could swap it to an off meta. A meta counter deck. I don't have to keep playing a meta deck. You're right. You're right. I was playing the Magnezone earlier. Des, the only reason I bring it up is because early on people were claiming that it was an OP deck and that it was going to be S tier. And I'm just stating that I don't think it is S tier. I miss anything super interesting in the last 10 minutes or so. No, I don't think so. Last 10 minutes have been pretty me complaining about my protein shake and then snapping, going shopping, and Leo telling everyone in the world that he has been getting wins with his deck. That's virtually what you missed. We came across a Magikarp with tackle. Yeah, good way to put it. Oh, and I had to change the playlist because the other one finished. So I just put on a 10 hours of lo-fi video game beats. Which honestly, it's been chill, you know? I've been digging it. It's chill enough. Yeah, was having to go in and out of the house to spray fixative? Fixative. I don't know what that is. On soft pastel on canvas. And that's just not even English, so I definitely don't know how to say that. Get that volt charge off. Excuse me. And yeah, I think that's as good as anywhere to be at the end of the turn. Oh, interesting. Quite the artiste there. That sucked. Yo, yo, yo. What is up, Nolan? That is a crock of crap right there. That sucks. All right. Let's hope that we pull Sylveon and then maybe we can, I don't know, do more than nothing here. Zyre, it sounds like you're working on quite the art piece. Jock, I want you to draw me wearing this. Only this. Oh, that's the type of artist it is, right, Zyre? Right? Right? That's funny because of Titanic and because yeah, you get it. You get it. I don't need to explain it. What a brick. What a brick we got going on here. Mew, I'm not sure if you were here yesterday for it, but I went on a whole Titanic deep dive the last couple of days. And a friend of mine showed me a YouTube channel that did all these videos on stuff on the Titanic. So I know pretty much anything anyone would ever want to know about the Titanic. So if you got any questions, feel free to ask because I'm your resident, I'm your guy that knows everything about Titanic. You're very lucky that you're fortunate to get this opportunity. True expert here. Any deck running Sylveon EX is meta. And lol Titanic. Gotta go. Love you guys. Stay safe. Don't forget to smile and breathe. There you go. Take it easy, Mew. Have a great day. What? Dis? It's true. Titanic is amazing. And I don't know. I don't necessarily agree that all Sylveon EX is meta. It's a really, really good card. And I have no friggin' cards left in the deck. I don't even know what to do with this. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. That's it. So I just got a photo. Apparently the whole family, the whole fam jam is watching. Welcome. You guys are going to see me in like 2 days. In 2 days. Guys couldn't wait any longer. It's the combination with research. Well, yeah, I know, but that doesn't automatically make it. I think we definitely lose it. Well, I guess we can put this up. This kind of helps. But like the definition of like actual kind of. Hi, Donnie's family. That's Nolan. Nolan is here. Maddie says hi. And so does Zyre. Run those likes up. There you go. Wait, Mew, are you just on YouTube now or are you done watching on YouTube? I gotta go though. Finally finished at work and want to get home ASAP. Well, you have a great drive home, Maddie. If we don't see you again today, we will see you tomorrow. To be fair, we won't see you again today because today is our short stream. We've got Dungeons and Dragons tonight, and I am excited to tell you guys all about it tomorrow. Tell you all about how D&D goes. Well, at least we got one kill. This was excruciating. Murdoch, I do like this deck. I will give you that. I will tell you guys the D&D update tomorrow. I'll give you guys a whole D&D TED Talk tomorrow. Or if you guys want to pick the topic, Maddie, if you want to pick the TED Talk tomorrow, you tell me what you want the topic to be. I'm here. Sometimes I don't say anything. Oh, you're just killing it, Murdoch. You literally just slaughtered me. Your deck literally just manhandled me. And honestly, it was only semi-consensual because even though I had the Donnie code in, I feel like I was a little bit violated. Just saying. I'm speaking my truth. Speaking my truth. All right, guys, we got time for one more game. One more game. I'm back. Snapping, welcome back. We missed you. How was the grocery shopping or the grocery pickup? How was getting your almond milk? Did you get anything good? Tell me about some good food you got. Because I am starving right now. Snapping, I don't know if you heard, but I dropped another pound, which is great. All this me not eating has really been helping me out. Not mentally, of course. I will share it on the Discord. It's a fun deck. It's not going to make a Masters, but will be a fun battle. No one wants to get in on the final fight. The final fight of the day. No one's joined because I want to. Okay, Nolan, you can join. I'll use a different... Oh. Jason joined, but you know what? Nolan, we'll get you in on the next one. We'll get you in on the next one, okay? Clash of the Fam Jam. Oh, damn. I got some cookie dough, oh, and some Rice Krispies to make Rice Krispie treats. I'm making Rice Krispie treats tonight. I'm making high protein Rice Krispie treats for the plane. And I got some cheese and eggs and bread and whole milk for a mini. Oh. All right, let's get this match going. And Nolan, you can be in on the next one. That's all I can think of the top of my head. Picking up sushi now. What kind of sushi? As per requested, Zaire, thank you so much. Guys, there's now a food channel on the Discord. So please feel free to add your food so that I can watch it and salivate. I want to see a photo of that sushi. I want to see what type of sushi you can even get in Tennessee. What about like a super crunch roll? That's still a California roll. It's just a little deep fried and got some more stuff on it. Yes, I do appreciate it. Well, you know that there's shrimp in a California roll, right? You know that, right? Please, I need to hear you say, yes, I know, Donnie. I need to hear you say that. We do all love food. Gosh, don't we love food, though? Snapping, I don't want to be that guy, but I am going to be that guy. I'm going to be that guy, and you're going to hate me for it, but somebody has to be that guy for you. Imitation crab isn't actually full-on crab. Imitation crab is the hot dog of the ocean. It's all the little bits that they can eat off of everything, and they mix it all together into something called imitation crab. That's what California rolls are. One sec. We'll get the actual ingredients here for you. Imitation crab, also known as surimi, is primarily made from a fish paste, not actual crab meat. The main ingredient is usually Alaskan pollock or other white fish, which is deboned, minced, and mixed with other ingredients to form a paste. These additional ingredients include starch, sugar, salt, and various flavorings, both natural and artificial, to mimic the taste and appearance of crab. No, that's fair. That's fair. No need to be sued, but I'm just telling you, you know, it's not crab. I'm just trying to help you out. You should try. Oh, what? Wait. Do they have a real crab roll? You could get a real. There is such thing as like real California rolls where they use real crab. If you've ever tried those, they're really good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take that away from you. Now I feel like slightly bad. Murdoch, no, they are not crab. They are not crab. They're still healthy, though. Don't get me wrong, it's not still really healthy. I'm just surprised you don't like, I think you don't like shrimp when you can see the actual shrimp itself. That's true, snapping. The more inland you go, the less tasty it is. The less authentic the shrimp is. Or the sushi is. What about like a spicy tuna roll? Have you ever had like a spicy tuna or a spicy salmon roll? Would you consider that? I bet you it tastes a lot better than you think it does. Get the one with the spicy mayo on it. Try a spicy salmon roll. My wife used to say the same thing until I got her to actually try it. There's a big difference between canned tuna and fresh tuna. Make it yourself. All right. Guys, we're going to save this last match here is for Nolan. For Nolan, my man. I'll switch the decks up for you, bud. Oh, we haven't used this deck in forever. And it's not even like that current. Yeah, let's use this deck. All right, Nolan, use the Donnie code DONNI with no capitals. Let's hit it. Canned tuna is not fresh. Correct. Canned tuna is not fresh. But sometimes for the games, you still have to eat it. I don't know if this is Nolan, but I'm guessing it is Nolan. Level 9, Baby Turtle, 245. Hey, you know what? It's a water deck against my fire deck, so he's already looking like he's doing good. All right, I'm going to pretend like I don't see a water energy coming out next to the fire Pokemon in front of me. We're just going to pretend like we don't see that. Des like lol. Dis. I mean. What is left? Well, ramen is just noodles anyway, but no, okay. I know. Hey guys, I was mind blown too when I realized that that imitation crab didn't have crab in it. Okay, I was also mind blown. This is a group effort here. Yeah, Link, I was just thinking the same thing. That's okay. I will teach Nolan the ropes when I see him in 2 days. I will fix his deck, and then this will never happen again. Don't worry. We'll take that looker right out of the deck. What is going on, Nolan? Nolan, you need to... Okay, you are so lucky that your uncle is a professional at this game. You are so lucky. I'll help you build a good deck, I promise. We can fix this. This is a fixable situation. Coach Donnie, exactly. We'll get him pros quick enough. You know what the easiest Murdoch, my wife was like, I need to do some ranked matches so that I get the thing. You know what? I went on and got a 3-game winning streak. Granted, it was in low Great Ball. Wormadam Skarmory. Still got it. People don't even know how to fight against it because they've never seen it before nowadays. Not that it's even that good of a deck. You just get the Skarmory up to like 2 to 3 hits for 50, and then boom, you go into Wormadam and you're like, wait, what? Yeah, 3-game winning streak. It was kind of wild. Channel Lore, the original. Made me feel good. Maybe I'll do a video, a training session. Would you guys like to see a training session of me teaching my nephew? Would you guys want to see that in a short or a long form video? I could make that happen. You guys let me know if you want to see that. All right, here we go. Sounds interesting. There we go. I have some friends that could benefit in a starter guide or something. Murdoch, there we go. We can do it. I actually have a video that's a semi-starter guide coming out. It's not necessarily a starter guide, but it is a guide to tell people what cards from Genetic Apex they should try to get and to only do it with trading. So it's a little bit of a starter guide, but not fully a starter guide. Oh, jeez. All right, guys. Nolan, GG's. Don't worry, bud. I'll help you out. I'll help you out. Well, there's a reason why I am going to Worlds, bud. Going to the World Championship 2 weeks after I get home. All right, guys. We are going to call it for the day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I had a great day with everybody. We had a lot of fun. And real quick, just to end off the day, in case anybody wants to continue on with the conversation, Feel free to drop it in the Discord. If you are in the Discord, give it some thought. Remember, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. And I promise you, something great will come of it. Remember that. Next time you need something big in your life, all you need is 20 seconds of bucking up and shutting up and doing what needs to be done. And it could change the rest of your life. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We will be back on tomorrow at 1 p.m. PDT, 1 p.m. Pacific. Have a good rest of your night. Stay safe, and we will see you tomorrow.